Good morning, this is Peter, and today I'd like to offer you a fresh perspective on what I see as one of the biggest blocks to achieving our desires. And of course, it's the dreaded self-doubt. You know, over the years, as I've been building my business, I've often thought to myself that if I was just being paid a salary to do my job, I would know exactly what to do. And that's the thing, isn't it? When you're running your own business, you take on absolutely every single role, from visionary to worker to social media expert to accountant. Absolutely every part of the business is a reflection of your work. And sometimes it's really hard to know exactly what to do, and that's when the self-doubt materializes. But let's look at the manifestation process for a sec. As you know, when you're wanting to create something new in your business, and let's say it's your next step desire, the process is quite simple. Well, in theory anyway. So we get clear on our desires, we put together an action plan, we start taking consistent, inspired steps towards our desires, and as we go, we clear any limiting beliefs or blocks that we have. In order to really energize our desires and see them become manifest into the physical. Now, what happens with self-doubt is that it almost cancels out what it is that you're trying to manifest. Energetically, the low vibration of self-doubt generally puts out a whole lot of mixed messages into the energetic grid that we call the universe. So on one hand, consciously, you're really taking great strides towards your desires, and just that emotion of self-doubt literally cancels out everything you're doing. So here's a fresh perspective that I now subscribe to, and it's really helped me so much with my own self-doubt, and I hope that it will help you as well. And it goes something like this. If you consider an acorn has absolutely every single thing it needs in order to become the potential of what it is, which is a huge big oak tree. Now, in the right environment, namely good soil, some water, some sun, that acorn is going to blossom into that tree and continue growing and getting stronger and stronger and more rooted in what it is, as in the oak tree. And we're exactly the same. Every single thing that you desire, you already have the potential for it. In fact, it's quite clear to me that we don't desire anything that's not already possible. So if we know that and we hold that in our minds constantly, every time self-doubt comes up, it's actually just an opportunity to make a decision. And when you sit down, go within, get really centered and connected, and allow your heart to guide you, it's much easier to get clear on, again, realizing that everything you desire is possible, and all you need to do is find the quickest and easiest and simplest route to get there. And that makes your decision making a whole lot easier. And when you take self-doubt out of the equation, knowing that you wouldn't desire it if it wasn't possible, it stops the thoughts around, are my dreams too big for me? Is this ever even possible? Who am I to believe that I could actually achieve this thing that I'm trying to build? So I really hope that you take it on board, play around with it and try it on for size, because you'll see that it actually pushes you through that self-doubt. So the next time you hit some self-doubt and are frozen in fear, ask yourself better questions. Remember that your desires are possible for you. They wouldn't be your desires if they weren't. You already have all the potential you need and could need in order to achieve them. And so start trusting yourself, surrender a little bit, become unattached to the outcome, and go for it. Be the acorn, be the oak tree. Have a great day, everyone.